Hey friends, good morning. Justin here. I thought I would just pop on this Sunday and say good morning, do a little chit chat with you guys, and let's get ready for the week ahead. Just poured my first cup of tea, so hopefully either you've had your first cup or you can have yours with me. I woke up early this morning. I went to sleep pretty early as well. I sat on the balcony for a couple hours. The mosquitoes, really tore me up last night. Sat out for a little while and then I came in and put on this movie from 1989. It's called The Woman in Black. It was a BBC made for television movie, and it's really atmospheric and cozy and just kind of put me to sleep. So I woke up this morning, threw a load of laundry in the washing machine, hopped in the shower, and I'm like, I'm up, so let's pop on YouTube and chit chat for a few minutes. I'll probably spend the rest of the day, if I don't hang out with one of my coworkers later, just getting myself mentally ready to commute into the office this week. I'm so tempted to wear my fall clothes. Like, my mind has completely shifted from summer to fall. But in north central Texas, in Dallas, where I live, if you guys don't know, it's still summer. We've got 70s for the lows and 90s for the high. What about where you are? Has fall officially begun where you are? But regardless, I have started, pulling my stuff out of the closet and looking at my sweaters and things like that. And I really love fall and winter clothing. I could just sometimes do without the biting cold and gray and that kind of stuff. Speaking of clothing, I need your advice. My style lately, I would describe it as really classic. I'm wearing a lot of linen, a lot of white shirts and khaki pants and jeans and what I consider a pretty classic style. But I cannot keep a white shirt white for the life of me. I don't use bleaches, or I haven't used bleaches. And so if you're yelling at the screen, that's probably why. But give me your advice about keeping, bright whites white. About 4 weeks ago, I bought this really cute top at Nordstrom Rack, little short sleeve linen shirt that I want to wear, but it's like I'm afraid to throw it into the washing machine because I don't want it to come out in, dull or anything like that. So I do need your advice. Fall, this time of year when the weather starts to break a little bit, I start getting into this like wanderlust travel mode. But unfortunately this year I just cannot afford it. I would love to go out to Tucson, to go sit in the desert for a couple of days. Tucson is about an hour and a half south of Phoenix. Hello to any of my Arizona folks that are watching. But it's about an hour and a half south of Phoenix, and I always had this impression that Tucson was just badlands. It was just barren desert, And the first time I landed, I thought I was in Hawaii. There were palm trees, the mountains, flowers. And the first time I went, it was really a spiritual experience. There's like a pink hour in the evenings when the sunsets happen, which are just breathtaking, where the whole town is just shades of pink and orange and crimson. And it really creates this monastic vibe around the city, and it's really spiritual. It's the one place in the United States that I have found where I can go and kind of reset my heart rate. decompress for a couple of days, and then come back to Dallas and jump back into the rat race. I wish I could afford it, but that's where my mind is right now. Did anyone get a chance to travel anywhere this summer? I haven't heard about a lot of trips and things going on. If so, where did you go? And where do you plan to go this fall, since the weather is on our side here for a couple of weeks at least? I bought a car in early August, and it's been in and out of the shop ever since. And so I couldn't even think about traveling right now because I'm nursing this little lemon car that I bought. And as a matter of fact, I just got it back out of the shop maybe 2 days ago. Glad to have it back, but there was a really positive upside to me not having it for almost 2 weeks. Now, of course, the money is, awful, and I don't even know how I'll recover from it. But what ended up happening is I started to walk to the grocery store, to Whole Foods, which is about 3/4 of a mile away from my house. I would walk over, get some groceries, get back home, realize I didn't have something, I had forgotten olive oil or something, and I have to trudge back over there and come back. And after several days of walking across to the village, right across the street from my house, I realized I was getting a little bit more energy. I was getting my steps in every day, as opposed to eating out. I was eating, stuff from Whole Foods, waving at my neighbors, and just having a little bit more of a relationship with the area around me. And so much so, it's kind of funny and kind of cool. When I got my car back a couple days ago, I drove back from the dealer, and I'm like, just hold together until I can get home. I parked the car in the garage, came in, dropped the car key, put my, laced up my tennis shoes, and walked the 3/4 of a mile to the grocery store. That habit was already kind of ingrained in me, and so I have still been continuing the walking, eating more whole foods as opposed to eating out and stuff like that lately. So there has been kind of a positive to it. You got to get to the good. You got to get to the good side of this stuff so it won't really drive you crazy. But I am glad before the temperatures dip too much to have my car back. I'm excited to get to the Dollar Tree this week. I've been seeing so many hauls. I was hoping to have a few Dollar Tree items this morning for us, but alas. I want to get to the Dollar Tree this week and see some of their fall stuff, some of their Halloween stuff. I've got some stuff to pull out of the closet to inventory. As a matter of fact, I've pulled out most of my fall stuff, but you just want to get a few little knickknacks and some things to tide you over. So maybe my next video I'll have some Dollar Tree stuff to share. And that's really all that's going on. So many other things. I'm thinking about getting like a facial, some skin treatments done. As I was walking back from Whole Foods one day, I passed this like skin place. They do laser, they do facials. And I walked in and I had the girls chuckling. I said, I am tired of seeing E.T. when I look in the mirror. I am tired of seeing a Hobbit. These lines that people call fine, I said, they're not fine anymore. As my expression lines are just multiplying, and they just laugh. Oh, you look so young, and blah, 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 they tell you. And I said, yeah, that's great, but, I am melting in front of you. So I said, you guys have got to do your worst on me, set the clock back 10 years. So I'll keep you posted on that. I haven't had the money to go back. They mentioned something in that first chat about like a hydrofacial. don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. But it's still almost $200, I think, or right at 200. So I may have to just stay ugly a little while longer. So what are you guys going to do for the rest of the day? I'm going to sign off of here, get my clothes together and throw them in the dryer. I heard the buzzer go off a little while ago. I may hang out a little bit later with a coworker. His wife is out of town, so we may just bro out and hang out for a couple hours. But that's really all I've got, and then just prepare for the week ahead. It was fun waking up slowly with you this morning and just chatting. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. But until our next chat, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful week ahead. I am praying for any of your special intentions, any of the quiet struggles that you're going through. Pray for mine. And we will chat in our next video. Bye-bye.